All right, folks, we're back at it again. Welcome to the channel. It's Rubidoux Creek Outdoors. I'm glad y'all are here. I'm glad you tuned in. You took the time to click over on our videos. I greatly appreciate it. I know Kojak does too, because he likes going back and watching the videos that I make. So, and he looks at the comments and other stuff. So, but today we're going to go over a Spyderco. I know. Not a Spyderco in Taiwan, not a Spyderco made in Siki, Japan, which are outstanding made knives. It's going to be Golden, Colorado Spyderco. So this knife is, I've been wanting one for quite some time. I thought I was going to have to get on a waiting list, but I did it. I had another avenue. I went to Spyderco's, the old website, several months, probably a year or two ago. Could never get it. It was always either sold out or unavailable. Spyderco USA switched over to another they redid their website, went back into it, and same thing, sold out, unavailable. I'm like, well, dang. I was like, what's going on with this particular knife? And I have a first responder account. They supposed to give you discounts, but I feel like it's only on certain knives. It's not on every knife. Like if it's a special edition knife, they ain't giving you no discount on that. Well, I have it. I've literally put it into my cart and went to go check out, and especially the new model they got out right now, it don't show any discount. But I think it's on some of the older model knives. You get like 20 to 40% discount, which ain't bad. But I went through a different website that's not everybody has access to, so I've been blessed to have access to it. I also have a Buck account, so if you're a first responder, I'm not sure about medical field, but I know like law enforcement, military, stuff like that, you can get up to 40% discounts through Buck USA, but I think you only can buy so many per year. I want to say it's like 6. It's either 6 or 10, which is still a lot of knives. I mean, I don't buy new Buck knives like that, but that costs some money. But I think if you go through the custom shops, they don't do it as well. You can't, like I said, it's only certain ones, and I get it. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, I'm not really complaining. It's like, dude, I like to order a custom Buck knife, but I don't want to have to pay $300 for it. But one day, maybe when I grow up, I'll probably get one. But anywho, the Spyderco, it took me a while to get it, and I finally got it. And it was the last one. And at the time when I first found out about it, it was 3 left. I don't think they sell a lot of them. I don't think they make a lot of them, but it is in my opinion, is the Ferrari of the Spydercos in its model. And I'm talking about the Pair 3 Spyderco. I wanted to make sure I got one. I didn't want to get one like not taken away from S35V or S30 or CPM N45 and all these other different super steels. I wanted to top it off. I didn't want to have to get one and then I'm like, oh man, I want to get another one. I didn't want to do that. Just waste of money. I might as well wait, be vigilant. Remember, I tell y'all stay vigilant, and that's in many different venues. Stay vigilant, and it finally worked itself out, and I got one, y'all. Got one. So we're going to do a look over on this knife. I haven't used anything. I did cut some paper with it, and it's laser sharp right out of the box. I did put a lanyard on it already. I just couldn't take it no more. I put a lanyard on it, and then I got the lanyard from Mr. Raspoon's Castle. He had sent me some lanyards. I'm not sure if it matches with the knife, and I may change it out later on and use that lanyard on something else, different knife. But I greatly appreciate Mr. Raspoon's Castle for sending me that. He sent me some other stuff as well. That's a way back prior video, but I use it. Like when people send me stuff, I use it. I greatly appreciate it because it took money out of their hands, out of their pockets to send me stuff or send me and Kojak stuff, right? And I greatly appreciate that because I know how it is when I send people stuff. Like it costs money to ship, and it costs money to acquire this, even if it's a $10 knife. Say it's a $10 knife, hypothetically, $10 knife, but you had to drive 2 hours. You went on this flea market, right? And to get it, think of gas, time, right? What is your time worth? So this is a lot of these things. Hopefully people out there can, take that in consideration whenever, if, you know, this is other channels out there. I don't know. Hopefully people don't take things for granted. Like, because I know channel swaps, they get to switching, giving gifts and stuff. And that's fine. It's just being generous and being nice, right? So I don't know. I just want people to know out there that, like when I get something from, I'm telling y'all from my foxhole, I greatly appreciate it. When somebody gives me something, no matter what it is, it could be a book, it could be a note card, I don't know. Whatever it was, they had to get it from point A to point B, right? They had to get it from point A to point B. And that costs money, time, effort, right? Those are three things they just don't make a lot of, or at least not my area of operation. So, but anywho, let's get to the Spyderco and I'm gonna show y'all. We'll talk about it. Okay, y'all hold on. Okay, I just want to show y'all something, which pocket worn. I got this not too long ago. I think I'm gonna leave it like it is. I am gonna put an edge on it at some point, probably maybe today. I'm gonna clean it up some, but I'm not gonna do a whole lot to it. I'm not gonna sit here with spend 30-40 minutes with sandpaper. It's pocket worn. It's all cut bone right here, but this knife was carried, and I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't have a box for it. You know, I will collect it and put it in one of my knife containers or knife cases, but I want to be able to carry it some and use it if I need to. So like I said, I may polish up a little bit on it, but I'm not gonna go crazy with this knife. I ain't sitting there sanding down. I'm gonna leave the natural pocket worn finish that's on it right now, and that's what it's gonna be. So, but I want to show y'all this one. I thought this was pretty cool. It's got a coin. Of course, it's got a magnet on the back. I got this whole thing set up. Bought it from a guy. It's got a coin. Of course, it's buck knives, which I got this one. It's hanging up on the wall over there in the bigger version, but it's got the magnets right here. Of course, I got some other magnets I can change out as well, but it does pretty good job for like a display. So, but I like to turn it around every once in a while, show it, put the coin up here. Need to clean it up. It's got dust and mess on it. I got a few other knives. Like I said, I gotta go get some black shoe polish for this one. That's what I'm gonna use. I ain't doing nothing else to it other than once I put the polish, let it set on it, come back with some RCO 3-in-1 creek wax. But I think I'm gonna use not dye. I don't want to dye it. I just want to see if that black shoe polish will just kind of darken up these rough spots on it, and that's it. You know, if I want to carry it, I want to be able to carry it. It's 107 buck USA. These are bringing good money right now. I guess they only made them for so many and for so many, you know, for a few years. Really ain't a whole lot of data on it, but here's a Spyderco. Like I said, I got it on here. I haven't even trimmed the lanyard yet. I was trying to size it up. Put me a knot right here on the end, and that's it. But I want to be able, if I want to take it off, I want to be able to take it off. But that's it right there. Don't look too bad on it. Like I said, it may go better with a different color knife, but for now, it's going to rock it with that. And I'll set this up. But there it is right here. As you can see, it's got the G10 handles, but it's the Salt Edition. This is the Salt Edition, and there's the box right there. Pair 3 Salt. Black G10, black Magna Cut. That's it right there. Here's a couple pictures. I'm going to show you what I pulled off the website. A little more in depth on it. That's it, folks. Got this on the back side, the liner lock on the back. It's just loose enough as I like it. I'm not going to mess with these set screws right here. I'm not going to touch it. It does what I want it to do right there. I don't want it too loose. It's already, like I said, it came from the factory like that. A Spyderco, a CPM Magna Cut. Got the jipping right here. I like the jipping on both sides right here. I love that idea. I've used it on some other knives I've modified and built. But these are the perfect size right here. There it is, Golden, Colorado. I mean, it's sharp right out of the box. But it feels good. The Salt Edition, like I said, it's a special edition. It's a series that they've come out. It's supposed to be, you know, to withhold the salt. The salt will rust up some stuff. Even with the motors, you know, outboard motors that are built for salt, you still got to flush them out. That salt is rough on metal. So, but it's got that special coating on it. But it just feels good in the hand. It really does. I've got some bigger Spydercos, which I may pull those out here in a minute, just to show you comparison. Sometimes what you see on the screen is not always the best, you know, to be able to compare with something. Like I said, it comes with all the paperwork. It's got the generic paperwork in here that Spyderco sends out. Like I said, it's got the box. Just got a good feeling on it. But it's not like you know, it's not a huge pocket knife. Of course, you got your clip right here, which I can switch the clip around. It's got where you can change them out. But I kind of like it right here. Like I said, I don't have to, I've carried it a few times just around local. And I haven't had it come out, like the blade want to come out of my pocket or nothing. So I'm probably going to leave it just like that. And I already got the lanyard right here. Pull it out. A lot of people don't like lanyards. I like it if it's hanging out. I don't have to dig in my pocket to get the knife out. I just grab the lanyard and it slides out in my hand. So, but it's just I already put a little bit of oil. It was a little bit. It was hanging up about right here. When I decompressed the lever back here, it would stop right here. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put some oil in it. I put some good old KPL oil in it, and now it does what I want it to do. So when I didn't make any adjustments, you can see that's kind of wet in there because it was dry when I got it. But these are hard to find. This particular model right here with these scales, I think I can order different scales if I want to change them out, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave it just like with the box, what it says. I'm not modifying it or nothing with the scales. I've got some other Spydercos that come with extra scales and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna mess with it. Leave it just like it is. But it just feels really good in the hand. You know, I've picked some up in the stores, not like this, which I have never seen this model in any of the like Shepherd of the Hills or any of those big knife box stores that sells all the different types of knives. I've never seen one. I've never seen one like this knife right here, this model. So I've seen some with some pair of threes. It's got the different blades on them. But you can go like to the Salt Edition and go to the website. But this one right here is going to say it's going to be like I already showed y'all. But if y'all don't believe me, go to the website, see what you see. But especially the new Spyderco website. But that one's it right there. I like it. But let's do a couple comparisons with some of the different Spydercos so you can kind of judge the size of it. All right, y'all hold tight. Recap on this knife right here. Like I said, this is a pair of 3 Salt Edition. There is a difference. I know there's a lot of people out there who are Spyderco experts, but I'm just telling you, this is the special edition. I call this, out of all the pair of 3 models, I call this the supercharged and turbocharged Hellcat right here. Yes, that's the thing. You can YouTube it when you get off this channel. So right here, it's like I said, it's the pair of 3. It's got the full flat grind all the way up. And it's got the CPM Magna Cut. And it's got a compression lock on the back. I like to call it the back liner lock. It pretty much does the same thing for the most part, because you got to push it from one side to the other. This one you push in, so it's some compression. Liner be up here. Most of them with liners, you got to slide it over. But the technology's there. Which a lot of people like that. I kind of like it. Just got to remember where it's at. That's why you got to know your way. When you buy a knife, you got to know your way around your knife. so you don't end up cutting yourself. But like I said, with the salt additions, now that with the black finish, now Spyderco's got multiple different types of black finish. And that's where people don't want to get twisted on it and get confused. This has got the DLC finish. This is the diamond light carbon coating. That's what DLC stands for. But a lot of the other, even some of the previous pair of threes that had the CPM S45N and S30V and 15N 20, whatever, all these other steels that they like to throw out there on us. And then they're black, they got a different coating on it. And those coatings, what they call TICN or TICN, with the different coatings, like I said, this one is the DLC, Diamond Light Carbon Coating. Most of the other Spydercos and other brands of knife companies out there, a lot of them all monkey see, monkey do. That's what they do. It's kind of like with Buck and K sometimes. But it's the non-reflective titanium carbon nitride finish. Like I said, this one's DLC, Diamond Light Carbon Coating. The other one is non-reflective titanium carbon nitride coating. I know it's a tongue twister, but that's what a lot of the other ones, that black finish is supposed to be wear resistant, and it's supposed to be, non-reflective. Like I said, this coating is more expensive, this Diamond Light Carbon Coating. That's what makes these knives, one of the many reasons why these knives, or any knives that's got that type of coating on it, they go up in price. But anyway, we want to show y'all, this is a comparison. Like I said, I really like this size model knife. It's not too big, but it's not too small for different applications, right? So I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to show you, break out some of these that for comparison. Now this one's Seiki Japan, which sometimes some of these go up higher price than the ones made in the US. And Seiki Japan makes fine knives. I don't know where I got it. I know everybody's on the USA Rodeo, and I 100% concur with that. But there's some countries that can just, to me personally, can do things better than we can. Sometimes we get behind the times, but they've been making fine cutlery in Seiki Japan for a very long time. Way longer than we've been making them over here. So, but this is the Spyderco C54G PBN, aka the Calypso model, and it's got the VG10 blade. It's got the earth brown G10 scales right here. Of course, I put a little lanyard. I've carried this some. I probably need to clean it some. I've carried this around. It's a pretty good sized blade, but it ain't quite the biggest that Spyderco's got out in the pocket knives or in the tactical folders, whatever you want, your heart wants you to tell them that they are. But that's that right there, and you can see the size difference right here. Okay. All right. We're going to break out Big Bertha. I call it Big Bertha, but you call it whatever you want to call it. That's what I always tell y'all people out there. You call it what you want to call it. Like, if I want to know what the real name is, that's what I got the old Google or DuckDuckGo, which I prefer over Google because you won't get as many ads and tracking, but that's a whole nother topic. But you got this one right here. This is the Military 2. And it's a big one now. That's a big folder. I can't even get it into the, look at it. It's going almost across the screen right here. Got jipping right here. Now this one don't have jipping, but it's got a little cut in right here, but I prefer put my finger right here. I wouldn't put it out here. I'd tuck it in right here, like if you're cutting something, or reach it back here. I don't know. I can just feel that finger getting sliced, right? But that's something right here. Let's get the comparison up here. See, it's not much bigger, but it is a bigger knife. It's close to the same length. This Military 2 is a bigger blade. Of course, it's got the G10 handle scales as well. It's got CPM S30V. Of course, this one's the Golden Colorado, and it's got the compression lock on the back. So it's pretty stiff. Like I said, I don't even carry this one. Usually keep it in the box. That's just what I do with it, because it's, like I said, it's kind of big in the pocket. Of course, this little jewel right here you don't come across too often. Now this one, Seiki Japan. Look at that blade right there. This one's got the lock back here, the center lock on the back. It's not back here towards the end like some of the bucks and stuff like this. It's in the center of the knife, and that's why they call it the center back lock. This one's got VG10 blades on it, or blades, not blades. Got the VG10 blade. Of course, you got the old famous G10. I keep saying GT, but G10 scales, handle scales on it, right? It's got stainless steel liners, which most of them do got stainless steel liners in them. Some are kind of hybrids, it just depends, but this one has true stainless steel liners in it. You can see all the way to the edge of the handle scales, all the way through. But this model right here, and you just don't come across them, especially in the wild. I've never seen one in the wild. I know a lot of people may say they may have 6 or 7 of them, but I very just doubt that. But hey, you know, I don't know what they know, or you know, but I'm just saying, these, you just ain't coming across these all the time. This is the J.D. Smith Spyderco C58 Clip It is the model of this knife right here. It's the Clip It. I'll say again, it is the J.D. Smith Spyderco C58 Clip It. I know it's a tongue twister. That is the model right here. You just ain't going up in a pawn shop finding these. I can tell you that right now. That's just based off statistics. They only made so many of these, and it's discontinued. A lot of these, this one's discontinued as well. You ain't just getting this one anywhere. Like I said, the good old World Wide Web, yes, you can hunt it down and find them. They're out there. You know, they made them. It ain't like they only made like 6 of them or something like that, you know. But I'm just saying, the wild or going into the store, you ain't going to get it. Got 2 more. Y'all hold tight. We getting there. We getting there now. I promise you, we are getting there. I know y'all sitting there drinking a Coke in your chair or whatever, but of course, I like this little jewel right here. This is the Dragonfly. I don't think this is G10 handle scales, but I forgot what they make out of. It's one of them hard plastics. This has got VG10 blades. This is the Seiki Japan. Got the jipping right here. It's just a good little knife. Good little EDC. Compact, but probably easy to lose, but you can even put a little lanyard in there. But it's got the center lock back on the back of it as well. So just a real light little knife, good for camping or whatever. There you are right there comparing it. Size. And I like this one right here now. These you don't come across too often. You can get the little natives. It's the little native, but it's got the Warncliffe in it. And this one CPM S30V. Of course, got G10 scales. Telling you, it's one of them days. Golden Colorado. And it's got the compression lock in the back. I like it. I love this EDC. It's a little more, it's a little heavier because it's a bigger knife than the Dragonfly. But a lot of people can carry it like that. But you gotta be careful. If you ain't comfortable with that, you can anchor in right here on this point. There's a little bit of jipping right here on the back where the lock it, or where the blade locks in. But you can cut like that. I mean, as long as you ain't, you know, your hands ain't greasy or something, you ain't, you know, and you're paying attention, you should be fine. You can cut like that, or you can cut like that, whatever you want to handle, depending on your size of the hand. But that's it. That's those right there. I've got a few more, but I am not digging them out for this video. But you can see Star of the show is this pair of 3 right here, Salt Edition. But you can see, I'll throw them in here in the mix. You can see the difference in the sizes, right? We'll get them all lined up in the same direction. There you go, folks. Like I said, it's right in the middle. I mean, it really is. They make a pair too, which I think is close to the same size as this one right here, but it may be closer to this one. But the Calypso right here. But either way, like I said, this is not too bad to carry. It's real thin. It's a good size folder now. It'll fool you when you bring the blade out, but like I said, this to me is the star of the show. It's gonna be my new little carry. I'm gonna see if this lanyard's too big for it. If I have to shorten it up, I'll shorten it up or get me a different one. But for now, I just got it in there to see how it is. But like I said, it's the star of the show right here. It's well made. I love this knife. Very, very, very well made knife. So, but I just want to show you all that. Like I said, just show and tell a little bit. And that's it. That's what we're doing in this video. Just want to show you comparison of some. I know there's some out there who may be interested in getting a pair of 3 of whatever particular model of the pair of 3. You know, I just want to show y'all that, kind of have something to compare it off of, right? So if you're hesitant of getting it, and they say you've got already a different type of model out there, you're like, well, if it's too close to what I've already got, then hey, don't get it. You know what I mean? But I just like this one because I didn't have one in the middle. You can see the difference in size. See right here? I carry these in my man fanny pack because they're small and light. I'm scared to lose them in my pocket. But I want one like a medium size. So, like I said, this one stays in the box. I don't carry it. This stays in the box. I don't carry it. I've carried this a few times, but I probably need to clean it up. There's a couple little spots of dirt on it or whatever. I'll probably need to clean it and put it back in the box as well. But either way, they just, sometimes I like to carry them. All right, folks. Well, hopefully you liked the video. Like I said, this wasn't a show-off video. It's just showing you some of the kind of show and tell. That's what we do in the knife community, right? Show and tell, just like dudes or chicks with guns. They like to show their stuff off, you know. But it really was meant for people that were hesitant about the pair 3. I remember watching some prior videos on some other channels that they were doing like a kind of a review or whatever on the pair 3, or that somebody had sent them or they bought it or whatever. And I saw comments in there. I like to look through some of the comments, and they were like hesitant on getting it, you know, asking a million questions. Is it what size? What size is it? What size is it? Because even in some of the stores, you won't just see the pair of 3s. You might get like a China-made knockoff or something, but like the USA ones or the Siki Japan ones, and I don't even know if they still make them in Siki Japan, but you may not come across them. And when you go to order, you say, and I'm kind of hesitant on ordering as well, because like, what am I getting? You know, what am I actually getting, right? And that's why I like to go, if I can go to a place, or if somebody has the knife already, to if I can hold it just to kind of see how it feels in my hand. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm committed on it. And that's what I did with the pair 3. I've seen them. You just don't see them everywhere. People may think that's a pair 3, but it's really not. There's some other models out there that look really close to a pair 3. And that's a fact, Jack. But you just got to really know. It gets confusing. Spyderco made so many models, and they'll put out so many and then discontinue them. Put them out so many, discontinue. It's just, that's how they keep you on the edge and keep your pocketbook thinned out. It's a game. It is a game. I can tell you that right now. And they'll discontinue for a while, then they'll re-put them back out. That happens a lot too, especially, yeah, it happens a lot with different companies. So that's how they keep you on the edge, keep driving the prices up on the knives too. But hey, people keep buying into them because they want to get the next biggest thing, especially at the Atlanta Blade Show. Everybody nutting up down there, spending, you know, all their money. So I doubt I'll ever go to that. It's just too many people. I'm not waiting in line for 2 or 3 days just to get in. I mean, that's just not my thing. Everybody's got their own thing. That's just not me. I'm not going to wait that long. Plus, I don't want to be around that many people. It's just way too many people. Just can't do it as of right now. So I like to go to some smaller blade shows or gun and knife shows, but we'll see what happens. But either way, just want to show you all that. And like I said, I was committed, and then finally had access to a direct account that sells knives and stuff. I've got a that's where I've got not a buck, but I got a pretty nice Benchmade through there as well. And they were about 60. It was about 60% off. This knife, I got it. These are going, over, I think close to 300. Like on the Spyderco website, this particular model. Don't get it twisted. Like I tell y'all, all pair of threes are not equal. They're not the same. This one right here, you can't even find it. Even on the new Spyderco website, it's out of stock. But to get this one, this was running on their website for about $270, and I got this one for let's just say with shipping and everything, it wasn't over $160. I know it's crazy, huh? I don't even know. I guess that's about what 50-60% off, about 50% off, close to it, something like that. Yeah, it was and it's legit websites. It's the web. It's kind of like only military have access to it. So, but either way, I got it. That's what I got, and I was like, it just happened. I just happened to get into that site, and there it was. So it shows how many they had left. It was one. I was like, it was no question. I didn't want to spend the money, but I was like, when am I going? I'm probably never going to get another one of those. Or if I do, I'm gonna pay for it. Like, I'm gonna pay for it. So I went ahead and got it. But either way, I thank y'all for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I know some of y'all may, there's different viewers. Everybody likes different versions and different types of channels. Hey, what you see, what you get over here. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Some people don't like it, and some people really do like it. So it is what it is. But we got more stuff coming. It's just I got to have time to do it. And time is something they don't make a lot of. So, but like I always say, y'all stay vigilant, stay positive, and stay motivated. In whatever order you want to put it. Depends on your life and what order you need to put it. But I recommend y'all do that. It's definitely a crazy world. It really is. It's just stuff's always going on. And getting out there with your guns and your knives, you kind of forget. It just gives you a little moment to forget about some of that stuff. But then sometimes you got to bring it back into reality. Can't live in la la land. So I call it the real world. So. But either way, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It is free. There's not a whole lot in this world that is free. But when you subscribe to a channel, it is free on YouTube as of right now. So I greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care, and I hope to see y'all next time, all right? Y'all stay safe. All right, Kojak, where we at, man? They say it's where dreams are made of. All right, let's go in here and spend all of our paycheck, all right? Let's make it happen. Hey, it just grows on trees. Let's go.